Hey, this is Coach Zach of Baseball Stars. In this video, we're going to go over a series of towel drills that are really good to work on your throwing motion and that are going to put virtually no stress on your arm, so you can do a lot of repetitions of these in a day without sacrificing arm care or worrying about your arm being sore. So for these drills, you can utilize volunteers, and I'll demonstrate what they could be doing in these drills as we go along. Now for all of these drills, they're going to be working on a catapult-like motion. So when we throw, we want our arm to lay back in what's called external rotation right here. And then we want our arm to internally rotate with our release kind of right above our head. A common misconception I hear a lot on your throwing motion is that you want to release the ball with the elbow out in front. We don't want to do that. So these series of drills are working on breaking that habit of throwing with the elbow out in front of your face. So all you need is a towel, and then so for this first drill, you're going to start with your knees, hip width apart, chest all the way up, hand either tucked under, or your glove tucked underneath your arm or behind your back. I prefer behind my back. And then you want to have your arm lined straight up with your back. You don't want to start with your elbow out in front of your face. So for this drill, for all these drills, you want to work on a good reaction to your throw. Your throwing motion is a reaction to everything else that we did before we started our throwing motion. So we want to make sure that we're on all these drills, we're letting our hips come up, our chest is going to come up, and then all of that is going to cause the arm to lay back. And then once the arm lays back, we want to drive our chest forward as we're going into internal rotation with the arm just rotating over like a catapult. So if I do it a little bit quicker, here, and then right there, and then right here on the volunteers, you can have someone hold a glove. On all these drills, you can have someone hold a glove up above where the release would be. So they would do the drill, chest comes up, arm lays back, and then you would rotate over with the release right above your head. You can have someone hold a glove right there. On this drill, you can also have someone stand kind of right here where their arm is, with your hands kind of like that to block their elbow from coming forward. So you could have someone have their hand right there, stopping that elbow from coming forward. Or a lot of times the glove will actually do the work if you just hold the glove in the right spot. So let me just show you a couple more. Chest comes up, arm lays back, then rotate over. One more. And then you can speed it up as you get comfortable with it. For the next drill, you want to start with your feet hip width apart, glove either underneath your armpit or behind your back, with the arm lined up straight with your back, just like this on the last drill. On this one, we're going to start by coming up on our toes, and then we're going to let the chest come up, and then the arm's going to lay back. And then once you get here, the chest is going to come forward as you're going into internal rotation. And again, on this drill, you can have someone hold a glove up here. They can work on slapping that. If that still doesn't work, you can have someone hold their arm here or their hand out in front to prevent that elbow from coming in front of your face. So let me show you a couple more. Toes, chest, arm, and then you let the chest drive forward as you're going into internal rotation. That's kind of a slower breakdown. Once you get comfortable with that, speed up the motion where everything kind of goes all in a row without any pauses. Kind of like that. So it's just kind of all in a row. Get comfortable with that, spend lots of time there. You could do a couple hundred of these, and that would probably be just good for your arm. So for the next drill, you want to start in a full stride with your back foot. You want to be on the ball of your foot on your back foot, and your back leg has like an L shape in the back leg. And then you want to have your chest up with the glove tucked or behind your back. And then for this, we want to actually drive our chest forward with the hips coming forward. The arm's going to lay back. And then once we get here, we want to drive our chest forward. As we're driving our chest forward going into our release, we want to make sure that our front leg is going straight. So we're going to pop our front leg straight as we're releasing, or what would be our release right here. So you want to get in rhythm. You can bounce right here, get in rhythm like that. And once you're ready, you want to kind of get that reaction going. So it's not just letting all this come up, stopping every single time, and then doing the rep. You want to learn to have your throwing motion be a reaction from popping up and the arm laying back, and then the catapult's going to shoot through right away, right after that. So let me show you a couple more. So get in a rhythm, chest up, arm back, and then the chest drives forward, front leg pops straight. Okay, and then you can go slower here. So if you go kind of slow motion, and then here, and then you can work on just the arm motion. Get comfortable with that. This is a really important key to having safe throwing mechanics, especially as you start to get older and you're starting to throw harder and you're going to start to put more stress on your arm. especially if you're leaning out in front of your face. Throwing with the catapult-like motion is going to help you support your throw with your chest, your back, all your big muscles in your body for a safer arm motion.